Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I've got this big plant in front of me. Today I thought I would talk about my Rojo Congo, the struggles that we've gone through, the hope I have for the future, and my other little baby one beside me. So thank you for joining, and yeah, let's get on it. Okay, so I think it was actually a year ago exactly. I found this beautiful Rojo Congo, philodendron, at one of my local nurseries, and this is becoming a recurring theme, but I didn't know what she was. She just looked really interesting, but she was suffering. Like, upon inspection, because you're supposed to inspect your plants when you're, before you bring them home, I realized she had scale. But what did I do? I brought her home. I got her for a really good price, if that matters. Anyway, so I brought her home, quarantined her. Every day I did alcohol on her leaves, and I'm not one to freak out about pests. But in that case, yeah, I was definitely more cautious. And she's been good she is definitely some kind of pest magnet, because I'm finding mealy is a tough one with her. But to get on with the story. So when I got her, obviously she was mature and she had all of these big leaves that you see around her here. Many of them have terribly damaged leaves. Like, they're still, I never cut them off because I was waiting for her to see if she would grow. And so I had her, let's see if I can show you. This pot is really, really heavy. Let's see if I can show you from here. If you see the center, so this whole area here, there was nothing there. There's this in here, there was nothing growing. And I'm like, I don't even know where her new growth is gonna come from, right? Obviously she's basil, she kind of grows up, but I had no idea, and there was no signs of life. And then, sorry. So then I think in the fall, I think I started to see, actually no, she kind of started in the summer, because I had her by a window. She was getting tons of humidity, and I started to see this stem here was growing, this big one here, but it took forever, like months and months and months. And then I thought it was just gonna die. Honestly, I did. And then all of a sudden I got this little baby leaf. And then I got, let's see if I can show you this beautiful leaf here. And then this beautiful leaf. And now you can see she's got, flip her around here. She's got this beautiful leaf coming in here. So there we go. So that just shows you that, I'm really excited to see. I've seen these guys in the nurseries mature and full and beautiful, and that's kind of where I want her to get to. And so what I'm gonna do, I think, is now that I've got this, come the summer, I'm gonna start chopping off some of these. Like, you can see how diseased this was. You can see all the dots. This one's way worse. See that? That's horrible. So I'm gonna start getting rid of those leaves and see if we can't help her start putting more energy into new growth. I am gonna be checking her pot. She's still in a 6-inch pot. I haven't bothered to pot her up yet. I don't think she needs it, but I think I'd like to get her into better dirt again now that I'm, learning, and I've realized better dirt. So I'm gonna try and pot her up. And yeah, I'm gonna just try and see if I can get this growth from the center going crazy. But again, like I said, she is technically very easygoing, not even necessarily getting a ton of light. She's in this window getting kind of shaded west north light, and some grow lights, same with my monster monstera, sorry. And I water her, I keep her pretty consistent, but I do tend to let her dry out a little bit in between waterings. The only thing I would say is, and it could be just this guy, because my other one, which I'll show you in a minute, I have had no issues with for pests. So I think, yeah, I can't even explain it, because when I brought her home, I literally unpotted her, got rid of all the dirt, completely hosed her down in the tub, put her in fresh soil, and then babied her alcohol, everything for like, I think it was about 4 days. And then even after that, I was continuing to do it. So I'm not sure where these pests are coming from. They could be like right in her hole, right inside, right? Any of these leaves and inside of the stem. So we just keep an eye on it. I've got it pretty much under control, but I got a little lax. I'm not gonna lie. She looked great. I think I'm seeing, I don't know if that's thread or bug. Huh. But I'm gonna get a little, I'm gonna get more diligent. When these leaves, I'm gonna say probably one of these two or both of these were coming in, they were in like this. As it was unfurling, I was literally watching and because the mealies were tucked right inside this growth. So they're obviously in the body of the plant. So I will get rid of them. I have no doubt. But in the meantime, I'm just so excited to see that like this comeback right here, this whole section here just was absolutely thrilling for me, thinking I didn't even know where the growth was going to come from. I had no idea. But yeah, so I wanted to share this Rojo with you. It is a good lesson to, and I definitely don't do it anymore. This was, oh, I can rescue any plant. It's really not worth it. If the plant is unhealthy, even if I got her at such a good deal, like literally almost free. But check your plants at the nurseries, 100% check them, do a good thorough check. And you know what, if they are suffering with anything, I wouldn't bring them home. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it to the rest of your collection. It's not worth it to, it's just not. So that's my lesson there today. Check your plants thoroughly. I do know that most of the nurseries who go to, we check, and I've never had issues. She is the only one who's brought home even anything. So, and of course, I knew it going in. So yeah, so this is my beautiful Rojo and her little success story. Can you see that? Isn't that absolutely stunning? I'm just so excited to see her start to grow out from here and then gradually start getting rid of some of these older, not so nice leaves and see what she turns into. In the meantime, not knowing what this one was, I went out and got this guy. He was a wee little thing, wee. He needs a pole now, but he is growing. I'm getting paranoid now. He is growing amazing. She's just beautiful. This is one of the new leaves. You can see she's a little bit lighter in color. Show you that leaf, isn't she stunning? And softer. She still hasn't hardened off yet. And then I have another. She's actually been continuously growing. I'm just going to put her down here for a minute. She needs to be repotted. She, I think, needs a stake. She's dying for some support. And I think I'm going to try and tame her in while she's young somehow. I gotta study up on that. But she does have great aerial roots, so I don't know whether she'd work on a moss pole. I don't know how she would go up a pole. I'm kind of curious to try it and see how she does. But yeah, so this is my baby Rojo, Philodendron Rojo Congo, with her brand new little leaf there. And my massive Rojo Congo. Like, I don't know what it is with me and these like big wide plants, basil plants that grow wide, not tall. I don't have the space, and yet I keep buying them. But anyway, so this is, I'm trying to find a good leaf to end on. A good angle. Anyway, so these are my 2 Rojo Congos. I'll keep you updated. Again, like I said in the Monstera video, you know, come the summer, it's going to be a project. I'm going to have to actually repot both of them. I mean, she doesn't need to be potted up at all. She just needs better dirt. And I think she definitely looks, she can't even get her to stand up. And definitely a stake. And this one here is going to need some pure TLC. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. If you like the video, hit the like button below, and thank you again for, talk to you soon.